Hello, this is Nathan from brothersontech.com. We're looking at the TiVo Series 3 HD, and in this video I'm just going to take you through all the settings menus, and really I don't need to talk too much, and there's a lot of settings menus, so I'm going to go through these things as fast as I can, pausing only enough time to give you a chance to pause the video if you need to take a look at them in more detail. But this video will give you a chance to see all the settings options that are in there. And I may not even cover them all, but I want to try to give you some idea of the breadth of the options that are there. So, we're on the TiVo Central screen, and if we go down to read new messages and settings, apparently I have a new message. We can go to the first thing and we can read any messages that may have come in, such as lineup changes, etc. And then let's go into the settings, and there's not going to be a whole lot for me to say, but I'll let you look through these. Audio settings. Of course, like the sound effects on the TiVo, so I like to make sure that I have those turned on. Channels, this is where we can set up our favorite channel list, and we can also do a channel scan and such, and we can even look at the signal strength on our antenna and cable. So let's look at channel list here first, and you can see we can put check marks next to the ones that we want to be in our favorite channel list. Let's take a look at signal strength. And we really don't know if we want to do that right now. Yeah, let's not do that. But you can see we can look at signal strengths, and we're not going to get into those. The channel banner is the on-screen display while you're watching live television. And those are, of course, the physical displays on the front of the DVR. We have some settings there for those. Moving down, parental controls. I'm not using these, so there's nothing here to be changed or really looked at. So I don't even have a code set. Phone and network is some of the details of connectivity. And I'm using a Wi-Fi adapter. And there's a variety of options here. We can go ahead and connect to the TiVo service. This is how it gets its program guide information, as well as software updates and other things. And it's got all the typical network settings stuff for a wireless network, where there's no need to get into those. We can switch it over to use a dial-up modem instead. And there's a variety of things there, and of course some network troubleshooting. Moving down, recording options, overlap protection. You can see that. And of course, live recordings like football games and stuff, you've always got to pad the endings, and we can go ahead and let it remind us to do that in case we forget. Here's recording quality. This only matters on your analog channels. You can get more time if you downgrade and use a lower quality setting for your analog stations. Digital is just recorded straight digitally, so this has no impact. TiVo suggestions. It's kind of fun to turn that on. If it's got space, it can record some extra things for you. If you're using cable cards, here's your configuration stuff for that. And honestly, I don't think we want to go into this too much because I don't want to mess up my cable cards. But there you've got some options there. Remote control stuff. This is for working with the actual TiVo remote. There's some stuff you can do with that. And finally, video. We can do some things with the aspect ratio if you've got a widescreen television. And you can kind of balance these things whether you want to use these zooming effects and such on your TV or on your TiVo. You may find that one does it better than the other. I tend to like what my television does a little bit better. Change the letterbox color, gray or black. Tell it your TV aspect ratio. And a few other things as far as the output formatting, depending on what type of television you have and what kind of input it needs for the different signals. And there, you've looked at pretty much all the settings. We can go down through the rest of the main settings menu, get TiVo Kids Zone. I'll let you have a quick look at that. account and system information. That's just a lot of the details about my box, and I'm not going to show you that because I don't need you knowing my specific box information. We can do some troubleshooting. Of course, we can completely reboot our system and reset everything that we've put in here, or we can put it in standby mode. So those are the settings and options menus here on the TiVo Series 3. This is Nathan, and thank you for watching at brothersontech.com.